Hello everyone, this is Tom Fox. I'd like to welcome you to the FCPA Compliance Report. First, have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? You wanted to talk about something in the compliance or compliance-related field, but really had no idea how to get started? Take a listen from our sponsor, One Stone Creative.
If you are enjoying this show, you might enjoy hosting your own. As an expert in your field, you have skills, knowledge, and insight that can help you expand your practice, meet new people, and create amazing content to share with the world. In as little as 2 hours a week, you can dramatically change how you promote, fill, and position your business. And One Stone Creative can show you how. Learn more at onestonecreative.net.
This episode is a very interesting one and informative that I know you will enjoy. I have with me Dave Lefort. Dave is the editor-in-chief at Compliance Week magazine. He has gone through literally a one-year journey to revamp the Compliance Week website. I sit down with him at Compliance Week 2019 to talk about the new website, what Compliance Week put into it, why they made the changes, and what you can look forward to in the new website. It's a great interview about one of the great resources in compliance, and I know you will enjoy it. Thanks again for listening. This is Tom Fox. The FCPA Compliance Report is a part of the Compliance Podcast Network and now C-Suite Radio Network. This is Tom Fox. Welcome for another episode. You're in for a big treat today because I have with me Dave Lefort. Dave is the editor-in-chief at Compliance Week, and he is here to talk about a great new development for Compliance Week that he has lived with for close to a year. So Dave, first of all, welcome and thank you for taking the time to visit with me.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
So Dave, after a long and hard and arduous effort, the new redesign of the Compliance Week website is out. So could you tell the listeners just a little bit about it to start with?
Of course. And first of all, we're not calling it a redesign. We're actually calling it a replatforming because it's not just a new look and feel to the site, but it's a sort of an added, we've multiplied the functionality. So we're not only able to, let me just rewind that. There's more back-end functionality as well as more user-facing functionality, meaning the stories that we write, the video that we produce, the podcast that we post, everything that we do is not only more scannable, more readable, better packaged for the user, for the subscriber, but we also feature sort of a whole new suite of tools for the subscriber too, to manage their accounts, to renew their subscriptions, and also, and the thing that's most important for me, and I think for sort of the future as we go forward, is the ability to personalize. And what I mean by personalize is what you can now do when you sign in as a subscriber is you can personalize your account by telling us your favorite topics. You know, let's say regulatory change, regulatory policy, accounting and auditing, data privacy. Let's say those are the topics you're most interested in. Those are the topics that you care about most. If you tell us that, if you select those, and if you select the industries that matter to you most or the geographies that matter to you most, what will happen is you will start to see content based on your selections. So when you go to the Compliance Week homepage, you'll see our top story, you'll see our latest headlines, but the rest of the page will be customized just for you. So let's say you're in the audit or accounting and audit business. So underneath our top story, you will see the latest accounting and audit stories. Or let's say you selected 5 topics. You will see stories from our latest stories or our latest content, our latest white papers, our latest ebooks from each of those topics specifically. As we move forward and we look down the road, what you might see eventually in the coming months are customized newsletters. So again, using an example, you've customized for data privacy. There might be a weekly data privacy newsletter you can subscribe to, or there might be a European news newsletter you can subscribe to. And then, as we go down the road, we realize we have a sort of very high price point for our subscription. So down the road, what you might see and what these tools will enable us to do is have customized subscription options. So let's say you only care about a few topics. Again, I'll go back to accounting updates. If you want to subscribe for just our accounting updates or just our accounting news, you might be able to choose that as an option at a much lower price point than you can currently choose. As it is now, out of the gate, we're launching with, for the first time, 3 subscription offers. For the first time ever, we're doing a digital-only subscription offer, so access to the website. We're also doing a digital plus print. We're still doing 6 print issues a year, each of which will contain a special report. And then for the first time also, we're doing a membership option, which contains both digital and print, but also the added option of being able to attend one of our conferences each year. So it contains a conference pass as well. So essentially, we're not only enhancing the user experience with new packaging tools, new tools for displaying things on the website, but we're also on the back end giving customers and subscribers more options for when they are to manage their accounts and again to personalize. So it's incredibly exciting. It's been a lot of work to get to where we are now. We still have a lot of work to go. We're going to be developing new tools for our special reports, for example. Every time I come out with a special report, it'll be packaged in a way that we've never been able to do before. The stories will be appearing sequentially. You'll see more interactive graphics with them. You'll see better photo presentations. I mean, just this week, we posted our first photo gallery from the top minds at our annual conference. It does seem a little bit weird to be talking about photo gallery as a sort of a revolutionary option, because photo galleries on the internet have been around for a while, but not at Compliance Week, and this is sort of our first tryout, I guess, of our new tools. And you'll see us testing out a lot of new things in the coming weeks and months. So it's a very exciting thing for us. The other thing I did want to mention is we're also encouraging people to enter our customer funnel, and of course that starts with our free products. Our free products being our webcasts, our ebooks, and our thought leadership. For the first time, once you register for the website, you will now be able to access those products without having to enter your personal information every single time, which was the case on our old website. And also for a limited time, when you do register for the site for the first time, you get a free 5-day trial. So you have access to all of our content for the first 5 days. If you decide you like what you see, you then have the option to join our growing list of subscribers. So it's all still very new, and we're all still figuring things out. But it's a very exciting time.
So, Dave, the thing that struck me about the new site was the look. And I would call it a classic look because it's clean lines, and I love the sort of dark light contrast to draw attention to the stories. Obviously, the graphics and or pictures are going to have color, but to me, I really appreciate and actually enjoy the clean look. Could you say a few words about the look of the site?
Sure, yeah, and that was all intentional. We intentionally, during the design process of this, one of the things that we stressed is we wanted this to be, like you said, clean, and we wanted it to be scannable. We wanted a lot of white space. We wanted to make it obvious for people what the topics of the stories were. So if you click on a story, you'll see at the very top the topic that the story is about. So there's no guessing immediately. You know what you're about to read. You know the topic. You also know. As you scan further down, as you'll see the page depth, the page will grow as you scan. So depending on your level of personalization, the page could be 6 or 7. I guess I don't know how to describe scroll depth, but 6 or 7 layers deep, depending on your level of personalization. So we did this, think of the Facebook model where you can sit on your phone and scan and scan and scan until your heart's content. So we had that in mind when we designed this. And the other thing about the clean look and feel of the site is each story, and this was intentionally. Every piece of content, if you click on it, you will if you scroll below the content, or if you look to the right of the content, there will be related stories based on the topic of the story, and also based on the topics that you've self-selected. So the idea is to extend the user experience on the site and extend the time that you spend on the site. Our old site, unfortunately, it was very hard to navigate, to find the content you were most interested in, to find the content that you might have been looking for. Now we've sort of taken that step away. We've made it even easier to find the content you're looking for by automatically through an algorithm developed by the folks who helped us produce the website to generate related content based on your interests. So when you click on a story, that becomes part of your user history. And as you visit the site more and more, the related content you see will be more customized to your interests. And the other thing I wanted to mention, and related to the easy scannability and the layout of the site, is the fact that now for the first time it looks virtually the same on all screens. So if you're on your mobile device, you get the same experience as if you're on your PC or your laptop, or if you're looking at it on a much larger screen. So you get the same experience no matter your screen. And that was something that was very important to us and something that was again, missing. And speaking of missing, another thing that we're still currently missing, but one thing on our roadmap as we look ahead now, and it feels a little frustrating to say looking ahead when we just finished this project, but there's always something next. Our next investment is going to be on an app. You'll be seeing in the next, well, I probably shouldn't put a timeline on it, but the next year, possibly, next year and a half, we'll have an app where you'll be able to get mobile alerts sent to your home screen like you're used to from most mainstream media organizations. But again, those mobile push alerts will be based on the topics that you self-select, and so you'll be able to scan those if you wish, or tap on them to get a deeper experience.
Dave, one of the things that I think is one of the true strengths of Compliance Week, yet was one of my great frustrations with the prior website, was really the inability to search. And I wondered if you were able to build that functionality that if you were a member and had full access, can you search the Compliance Week's archives?
Yeah, so that's a good question. We have a much more powerful search right now, and it's also you can now search on multiple variables. So you can search on author name or writer name. You can search on topic. You can search by industry. You can search by content type. You can search just videos or just white papers or just webcasts. So there are a lot more variables to choose from to help you hone your search. So you're getting you have a much better shot at getting to the content that you're looking for. And again, the search is only available for subscribers or trialists.
Dave, unfortunately, we're near the end of our time, but if our listeners wanted to check it out, how would they do so?
So it's pretty simple. Go to complianceweek.com, and if you're new to us, if you click the register link in the upper right-hand corner, and just give us a few pieces of information, such as your email address, your company name, your job title, and you register, you get signed up automatically for the 5-day free trial, and then you can feel free to scan and click to your heart's content. And if you do like what you see, you'll find it's very easy to go through the e-commerce stage as well, which has been upgraded too. You can now pay with continuous credit card payments. We used to offer just only a one-time yearly payment. We now offer continuous monthly payments with any type of credit card: Visa, MasterCard, American Express. We also now, for the first time, offer 3 currencies: US dollars, pounds, and euros as well.
So, Dave, thank you so much for talking to me and us about this, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with next.
Thanks a lot, Tom. I appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the FCPA Compliance Report. I hope you will check out the new Compliance Week website. It's a fabulous resource and has lots of interesting articles, timely interviews, and resources for the compliance professional and the compliance practitioner going forward. Hope you will join me again next week for another episode of the FCPA Compliance Report. The FCPA Compliance Report is a part of the Compliance Podcast Network, and I am pleased to announce also a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. Thank you again, and I look forward to visiting with you again.